All right, everyone, who is ready for a ghost-themed weights workout? Me! And I hope you are too, because it's going to be great. This one will include adaptations of other moves that you will find in the other cardio HIIT workouts. So basically just versions of some of those, but with weights. First, we will still have the famous ghosts circuit, followed by a water break, and then house hauntings, especially as poltergeists, and then jump scares. It will definitely work you hard, but it's going to be so worth it, I promise. Okay, first up will be our warm-ups, and the first move will be a swaying ball of light. So basically just going back and forth in side lunges, pretending that you are smoothing over a bowl between your hands, or not a bowl, but a ball. Because some ghosts are reported to appear as balls of light. So we are honoring those. If you have a theory as to why some appear as balls of light and others appear as people, let me know. Next up, we got ouija board stretches, which are actually triangle stretches. I thought of this because of the planchette that ouija boards use to help you spell out the words that a ghost wants you to know. So we'll do that for a few more seconds. You should feel that in your obliques, the backs of your legs, and your arms. Next, we are doing a tiptoe walk. This is for those ghosts that try very hard to be sneaky and quiet because they just want to live their lives, or their afterlives, without bothering people. Or maybe they just can't make more noise than that, but in any case. It's a great way to warm up the legs. Plus, I think it's just amusing to feel sneaky. We are going back to the swaying ball of light now. This is another one that you should feel in the legs and a little bit of the arms. It's just a very nice, smooth, graceful move. I think that it might look silly and it feels a little silly to do, but it also feels really good. I like it. And now we are going back to those triangle stretches. 15 seconds on each side. Just keep your legs as straight as you can. It's okay if you can't touch your toes or your ankles or whatever you're trying to touch. Just get down as far as you can so that you feel that stretch. And then your legs and arms will feel a little better, and more prepared for all the weightlifting we're going to be doing. Now back to those tiptoe walks. You should definitely feel your legs warming up, which is good because there will be some squats and jumps in this workout, even though we're using weights. You are almost there. 3, 2, 1. There you go. And we will be starting out with military marches, with military presses in honor of King Hamlet. I like to use 15-pound weights for this. 15-pound weights are basically in my current stage level of fitness, those are my heavy weights. So just hold them up. Do the military march with your legs and then a military press, just like that. And I like to use the heavy weights for these because I feel like presses are usually not necessarily easy, but they're very doable with heavier weights. And it definitely challenges your upper arm strength and your shoulders. All right. Next up is side-to-side horse gallops with sword slashes. For this, I would choose a medium or lightweight. For me, those are 10-pound weights. So we're gonna shuffle or gallop from side to side and then swipe horizontally with a weight. Go slowly, slower than you would for the cardio HIIT version, so that you're not hurting your arm or any other parts of your body. And the reason why I would choose a light or medium weight is because of the lateral lift here. Anytime that my arm has to be out straight horizontally or laterally, I find it way more doable with light or medium weights. There you go. Next up, the sailor/pirate jig with rows. You're already kind of doing a row in the cardio HIIT version, so in this case we're just adding the weights, and I'm using my 15-pounders for this one. So it's a squat, and as you come up, click your heel. As you can see, I still do the little hop. I just let the movements be slower. If you don't want to hop, then don't. It's possible that, maybe your knees are fine with doing this in the cardio HIIT version, but with weights, it might be more uncomfortable and not in a good way. So listen to your body. And remember that this is in honor of the Flying Dutchman ghost ship. You're dancing with the ghosts for this one. And also working out with them, because sailors and pirates have to be really strong. Thrust and parry for the man in gray who haunts the World Theater on Drury Lane. So you're going to lunge forward. I'm using the light or my medium weights for this one. Again, because my arm has to go out laterally. So you just thrust out and then lift, you kind of curl up and then come down in an overhead parry. And again, these are slower movements than you would see or do in the cardio HIIT version of the workout. And you don't have to hold a weight in your other arm, the one that's not working. I just like to. Right, now, throws in honor of the Enfield poltergeist. This time, you will be going in an arc above your head with your back arm. I still like to do a hop beforehand. You don't have to hop, especially if that makes you uncomfortable with the weight. And again, your movements are slower and more controlled. Not only because that's great for weight training, the more you resist gravity, the more you're working your muscles, but also because it's safer. I don't want you dropping the weight on your head or anything. And throw in slow motion, and you are done. Next is the down dog with touch for the bell witch. We'll once again be using the medium weights for this one. So basically you're going down into down dog position and bring the weight with you when you touch your toes. I did not find this to be very strenuous on the back. Not on my back, but if it does strain your back, just drop the weights for this one. There are plenty of other weight exercises to do. Or if you feel up to it, do what I'm doing here and add a row. Almost there. 2, 1, done. Back to the top of that circuit. military marches with military presses. So, in case you wondered, King Hamlet in the play by Shakespeare died in his armor and was a military commander. So that's why we are doing military marches with military presses. And press. Keep your legs as straight as you can, but if you find that to be uncomfortable on your back or anything else, then either lower, kick your legs up lower, or just lift your knees. It's perfectly fine as long as you are moving. You can work hard without hurting yourself. Tiny bit of trivia about King Hamlet. It is actually Shakespeare's longest play. Okay, we're back to the side-to-side horse gallops with horizontal sword slashes. Back to your light or medium weights. And get ready to gallop. There you go. Slash. You can either hold the weights in a neutral grip or with your palm facing the floor, or even switch between them. Either way is fine, as long as you are lifting that weight. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. Over the years, the Headless Horseman's horse, as depicted in Glenwood Terrace in Anniston, has changed 6 times. Alright, and we are back to the sailor/pirate jig with Rose. So again, leave out the hop. If it's uncomfortable for you, don't hurt your knees or anything else. I like to hop, so I do it whenever I can. But even without the hop, I'm sure that the Flying Dutchman sailors will compliment your dancing skills, and they will dance with you. They say that the reason why the sailors of the Flying Dutchman have to stay on the ship is because they did something terrible, something very sinful. I haven't been able to find out exactly what. But maybe try not to do something terrible yourself, because then you might end up stuck haunting a workplace with your coworkers. Alright, thrust and parry on the other side. Again, in slow motion. And again, you don't have to hold the weight in the other hand if you don't want to, but it is a good way to maintain tension and ensure that that other arm is working, it is still working while you're focused on the other one. Plus, to me, it just feels weird sometimes to hold the weight in one hand and not the other. I mean, I do sometimes, depending on the exercise, but I don't know. All right, and now we are back. And now we are back to throws, just like the Enfield Poltergeist. So again, this time you're going to be working mainly your back arm, and you can hold the weight in your other hand static if you want to, or just move it out of the way, just like that. All right, and remember that you are also twisting to work those obliques a bit, and keeping your knee perpendicular to the floor so that you are not overstressing it. So, little bit of trivia about the Enfield Poltergeist. People who believe that the hauntings were real, some of them say that it was the beliefs and actions and of the family that influenced the haunting or that caused it. All right, now we are back to the down dog with the toe touch using the light or medium weights. Again, these are 10 pounds that I am using. But drop them if it feels like too much for your back. And if it's not, we will add rows halfway through. Oh, or now, never mind. Yeah, this could be a pretty tough move when you add the rows, but so effective. Rows in general are so great for the shoulders and the back. I actually hate doing them, but I love the effects. Okay, now it is time for your water break and you have earned it. The weights down, get some water, towel yourself off. And I realized I forgot to give you a little bit of trivia about the Bell Witch. So, Betsy Bell, one of the girls of the Bell family that the Bell Witch haunted, was work torment. Possibly because the Bell Witch was jealous, but who knows for sure. Some researchers believe that the witch was just a spirit and not really a person, so maybe what would she have had to be jealous over? I don't know. Okay, now for the creaky stair climb with press, I'm using my 15s for these. Go down, down, up, up, and press. Alright, so this is to imitate the movements that your legs make when going up stairs. Gently and slowly, and causing some creakiness, because what decent, self-respecting ghost doesn't haunt a house partially by making the stairs creak? I mean, that's a staple of every haunting. And the press is to make your shoulders creak as well. That was a dumb joke. Alright, now grab your light or medium weights for opening upper and lower cupboards, because your arms will be going out laterally. Alright, and you're going to squat and swing your arm out while twisting, and come up and do the same thing to open the upper cupboard. So opening the lower cupboard, up, open the upper cupboard, and hop to the other side, or step to the other side if you don't want to hop. These are some pretty heavy cupboards that you're going to be opening. Or maybe when you're a ghost and you're all made of ectoplasm, and therefore you don't have as much to lift with or move with as you did when you had a body, every cupboard will feel heavy. So either way, this is good practice for when you haunt a house. Okay, now we are doing lunges with pushes. Once again, grabbing the light or medium weights. You'll lunge forward, keeping your knees 90 degrees above the floor, and you're pushing people out. Keep your movements as controlled as you can. I know that at this point you might be feeling pretty darn tired. I sure was. But keep them as controlled as you can. Curl up and then push. Curl up and then push. This will make your pushes very powerful against the mortals who are staying in your space even though you don't want them there. Alright? Good. Next is a rocking chair with a static press. So you will shape your body like a C as much as you can while keeping your arms up. Since this is just holding the weights up static, without moving, I like to use my 15-pound weights. So as you can see, rolling back and forth, keeping the weights in the same position even as much as you can, even while the rest of your body is moving. You don't have to lift your hips, but I like the extra ab work, especially with the press. This is very hard with the heavier weights. I do remember thinking to myself while I was doing this move that I should have gotten the medium weights instead, but it was a good challenge for myself. Okay, now we are back to the top of this circuit, the creaky stair climb and presses. So, grabbing the 15-pound weights again, and starting on the other leg this time. For me, it'll be the left leg. Up, up, and press. And press. There you go. Keep going, keep haunting those stairs. You might be tired of haunting. You might think, what's the point? You might think it's too hard. But don't give up. You can be the scariest ghost ever if you just keep trying. Almost got it. Yes! Good job, ghost friend. Right now we are back to opening upper and lower cupboards with your light or medium weights. Even as a cardio HIIT exercise, this is a great workout. This is a great move for the quads and the obliques. When you're adding in arms, it's great for the arms, but it's also even better for the quads and the obliques. You should really feel some burns here. In my head, I'm pretty sure I was regretting all my life choices at that time. But then later on, I was grateful that I did it. Alright, by the time you are done, you are gonna be ready to haunt a house and open any darn cupboard, door, or drawer that you please. That's what I'm talking about. Now you're going to prepare yourself for forcing people out of your space if just scaring them a little doesn't do the trick. Get your light or medium weights. You're prepared to forward, lunge, and push. Whew. Push. Ah. Oh. Yes. Getting them out of your house. Find your own place to haunt or to live while I haunt. This is my eternal resting place, not yours. You're almost there. Almost there. You are so close. All right. Nice work. You showed those fleshies who's boss. But now you gotta scare somebody else. It's time for rocking chairs with static presses again. And of course I had to get the 15-pound weights because I started with them and I had to finish with them. It was a matter of honor. As you can see, I did not keep them super static this time around, and that's okay. If you are using heavier weights, you can press, like do a regular moving press as you come up. Or just grab lighter weights. Sometimes I get a little too enthusiastic with the hip lifts, and I almost just flip over backwards. All right, nice job. And now we are going to shuffle jumps. Boom! Because this is the jump scare circuit, and you are sneaking around and scaring people. And I am using my medium weights for this one because, even though it's a press and I will usually use heavier weights for presses, it's also cardio. So you don't want to strain your back too much, and also you want to be able to move quickly. And that's a lot easier with light or medium weights. Sneak, sneak, boo! Sneak, sneak. Nice. Okay, now we have squat jumps with curls. So for this one, you are hiding behind perhaps a couch or a bed or a table or a desk or something similar. And as you come up, yeah, there you go, yes. You curl and then you come up for the boot. Curl and boot. The curl is just you getting ready to be scary. Because you gotta work up that sweat to be scary. I mean, if you've ever seen me after a workout, I look pretty scary after I've sweated a lot. All right. Next up, burpees. These will be stiff arm burpees as with previous workouts, but we will be using the weights, so you're still going to be working out your arms. I'm using my medium weights. Go down, jump back, come up, and jump. Here you are hiding under the couch or the bed. You're that ghost that grabs people's ankles when they get up for a drink of water or a snack in the middle of the night. Or the kind that reaches out from under the bed to grab people's feet or hands if they're not under the covers. And the weights are perfect practice for you because you have to be able to grip pretty tightly. People are going to try to wriggle out of your grasp. You can't let them. Don't let them. Nice. All right, back to the top of that circuit with the shuffle jumps or the sneaky jumps. Okay. And sneak, sneak, jump. Sneak, sneak, jump. Yes, sneak, sneak, jump. Sneak, sneak, and boo. If it helps, if it motivates you, if it helps you release your energy and your power, scream boo each time you jump. Because you are scary. You are terrifying. You are frightening. And you are gruesome. You are everything that a ghost should be. Now act like it. You can do it. Almost there. And boo! Yes! Squat jumps with curls again. Grab your weights. I use 15 pounds for these because they are curls, so I can handle it. And get yourself to your hiding place and jump. And boom! Tell me where you would hide if you were a ghost and you were preparing to scare somebody. What would be your favorite hiding place? And boom! Yeah! And boom! Almost there! Almost there! Yes! Aha! So scary. Alright, my ghosty friend. You only have one more thing to do and then you are going to be ready to haunt any house of your choosing. You might even be able to join the Winchester ghosts or the Queen Mary ghosts or the Flying Dutchman. Alright, yes. Do not rest. This is not the time to lay down under that bed or that couch and just grab ankles and wrists. from down below. This is the time to jump out. This is the time to make yourself known. This is the time to say, "This is my house! My house! You have to go hunt your own. I will scare you. You are a scary ghost and you can do it. Good job! Yes!" Oh, I'm so proud of you. All my ghosty friends growing up and graduating ghost boot camp. That's what this is. I just decided it's ghost boot camp. Awesome job. Now it is time to start cooling down. I'm like drenched in sweat over there. Not only is that hard to do with weights, but it was summer and it was hot. Okay. Down dog stretch to start. Your arms might be feeling tired, but your legs probably need it. As well as your back. This is for the Bell Witch. We are revisiting the Bell Witch with this move, with this stretch. Come up, slowly, triangle stretches. Another one that your legs and arms probably need. Maybe your obliques too, because we did work the obliques some as well. You might be feeling dead and like a ghost right now. So tell me what message you would be sending me on a Ouija board right now with the planchette. If we were in that situation. And up. And now we will tiptoe just a little bit because your legs are already tired. We're going to stretch the quads. Oh, feels so good. And you have done it, guys. You are ghosts and the best ghosts ever. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you.